Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is Steve. Welcome to what's left of the little woodshop. Well, it comes on a very heavy heart with this announcement, but there was something I had to do in light of us selling this incredible piece of equipment. I had to give the fine folks out at Cartersville, Georgia, at the Camaster Corporation, we had to give you guys one final shout out and endorsement. Like I said, it comes on a very heavy heart that I had to get rid of this machine, but the one thing that I wanted to set for the record in this shop right here, right now, is by no means have we decided to sell our equipment because of any type of disappointment in it or with the company in which produced this incredible CNC router for me. Alright, any of you who follow us and whatnot, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and social media and what have you, and some of the new folks that are coming on. I told all of you last February 7th of 2018 I got hit with a chronic illness. February 7th I was stage 5, end-stage renal disease, kidney failure. 8 months into dialysis, I got hit with cancer. Well, the reason I am liquidating the machine and the peripherals that go with it, again, have nothing to do with Camaster. It has everything to do with my health. We're moving on to another journey in our life, another phase of that. But I could not forego telling this company what an awesome piece of equipment they made me. Now, I told you all a few years back, when we started doing the reviews on the machine, what I bought it, what I was using it for. I wanted something that was going to be capable of a good heavy milling, light commercial, basically a light commercial setting up here. I was limited by the square footage that I had. I'm 14 by 22. Granted, I would love to Panther in here, but one, I couldn't afford it, and well, two, I ain't got the room for it. So I figured real quick we touch base on this. I just tell you real quick what's in it. Again, we did sell it, but I want to assure all of you, if you're thinking about buying a router or a CNC machine to do fine wood engravings, please keep Camaster in mind, okay? And secondly, I've also got to put this out there. I am endorsing them wholeheartedly, but by no means am I in anybody's back pocket. I think you ladies and gentlemen who have followed us over 4 years, you know that now, okay? When I set this machine up, they were running a special at the time. The upgrade for this machine package were the higher NEMA motors. They came with the 650 torque ounce motors. These are the 900 torque ounce motors. The reason I went with them is if I ever wanted to upgrade to a spindle, I had the capacity to then drive this machine at the feeds and speeds that a spindle can handle. The other thing I found awesome was this pneumatic Z-axis lift assist cylinder, okay? I've told you all in the past, we would plug this into our compressor underneath. I'd power it up for the day, so you didn't have to listen to it, and then I'd unplug it. And it ran the lift assist, which basically takes the extra heavy weight off the NEMA motor that pulls the Z-axis router up and down. The NEMAs are all throughout. The NEMA motors are all an upgrade. The other thing that we had put on here was the laser crosshair, which is configured to your home zero. This is prefigured out at the factory. And then the last thing we've had put on the machine was the FTC, or the fast tool change. I never worked with a pile of various bits. I've actually never even used this. There's no scratches or anything on the surface of it. I cannot endorse this company enough. When I was doing my research, the one thing that I was reading some of the horror stories on was people were buying some foreign-made machines. And I'm not going to point fingers at any one company. You know me, I don't do that. But it's pretty bad when you give somebody thousands of dollars and you can't even get a phone call returned. And I read a lot of these horror stories. Well, the one thing I can say about Camaster, ladies and gentlemen, was this. This machine, whenever I had a problem, I could call tech support. I always spoke generally with a Mr. Michael Maziak. Mike's a great guy. He was always able to walk me through any of the little idiosyncrasies that were generally my fault. And we always worked this out. I never, ever had to have a technician come in here. The only thing I told you I've done in the few years that I've owned this machine is I replaced the bushings in the router. Because like brake pads, they do wear out eventually. All right? I don't believe there's any way you can damage this piece of equipment unless you're doing something foolish. The frame on this is 4x4 cold rolled tube stock with a nice yellow baked enamel stinger finish. The legs, or the pads rather, on the bottom of this machine are like 3/8 cold roll. The supply cabinet on the end is, yeah, granted, you showed me something today that the electronics don't come from Taiwan or China or one of them, and good luck, but this is a rock solid machine, folks. The only way you're going to break a weld on it is you put this thing out in the middle of the interstate and let a tractor trailer hit it. Okay? Pointless, but I think that would be the only way to damage this thing. I replaced the spoiler board on it a couple times. That is it. This has literally been a maintenance-free piece of equipment up here for me. And again, I'm not selling it because I'm the least bit disappointed or upset in it. I have done things with this machine that I thought outside the box. And we were pulling off an entire, for example, we were pulling off an entire thing of custom engraved bed headboards, pine slab headboards that we fit under here. We created a library for our subscribers and followers over the 3.5 years until I got sick. And I am going to miss this community so much. I am going to miss the just the camaraderie from the Camaster, the Cam Heads, forum, and all of you guys. I have decided to move on to a bigger picture, which we'll discuss in another video, but ladies and gentlemen, I could not forego this machine departing here tomorrow without giving all of you fine folks a big thank you and some type of an endorsement for just that purpose. Thank you for this machine. Thank you for making me something that enabled me to live a dream up here for a few years until my diagnosis. So, folks, if you're dead serious, you want a nice piece of equipment, give this company a call, talk to the sales reps. Doesn't cost you anything to talk to anybody. I'll endorse the Stinger line all day. I never experimented with the other, with any of the other lines because, again, I don't have enough shop or the money to buy them. I would definitely endorse a Stinger 1 if you wanted to get your foot in the door at a decent hobby level, probably a real light production machine. These are incredible. The feeds and speeds on this thing are unreal. The other person I also cannot forego mentioning here was, he is an awesome guy to deal with. He's not some big corporate owner. He's just an everyday guy like you and I, a family man, who's got a passion for this field. He was an invaluable asset to me. I can't thank him enough. And his name is Joey Gerard. I'm sorry. That's what some of the illness does to you. If you ever had a question, I ever had a question, I could call Joey up and I'm using this material, what can you recommend for a mill? Boom, he was on it. I never had a problem with this machine again, folks, okay? But I had to personally thank all you folks out in Cartersville, Georgia for making me something so awesome, okay? All right, everyone, from me to you, I wish you all the best in your undertakings, your endeavors. My best to you. And I hope that my community will follow me into the next journey that we're going to be undertaking up here. All right, everybody. Take care and goodbye.